What's up, guys? We got something new to look at here on the channel. Actually, not new, but new to me. This is a mini projector, and I've never used a projector before, so I'm kind of excited about opening this thing up. This thing is portable and pocketable, not very powerful. I don't expect it to be. It's only, what was it, 179 grams, and it puts out 100 lumens at 720p, but it's powered directly from your cell phone, so you can literally slide this thing in your back pocket, bring a USB-C cable, and get this thing going pretty much anywhere. Camping, hanging out in the backyard, drinking with your buddies. It's only 3:20 p.m., so the fun's not going to start now. We're going to test this a little bit later in the evening, but that'll just be a few seconds for you guys because we're filming here and I have the ability to edit. So let's just scroll down through this listing first before we open up this box. Mars Handy plug and play projector. I won't read everything. I think it's going to be a little bigger than what they show right there, but it is definitely pretty small. I don't think it's going to be as vivid as they show right there, and I don't think it's going to be as washed out as they show right there. But yeah, this little stand that it comes with is cool. It's magnetic and it has keystone correction as well. Versatile projector connectivity. Pocketable size, they show it there being put in a back pocket, in a front pocket, in a fanny pack, a purse, or a handbag. Ultra compact, fits anywhere, anytime, anywhere. They actually show it being used in a bright room right there as well. I'm not sure how well that'll work. Customizable projection sizes from 40 inches at 1 meter to 100 inches at 3 meters. So yeah, you got to be pretty close to use this thing, but that's to be expected with something this small. All-round projector. There's the angles the stand could be adjusted to. Cable, free hassle. Effortlessly, I can't speak. Effortlessly, one more time. Effortless, that is the hardest word I've ever said in my life. Effortlessly. Takes a lot of effort. Here we are showing it being used inside of a tent, on a ceiling, outside in a backyard. Actually, in two different scenarios right there. Unleash joy anywhere. Compact yet HD, pack theater into a sticky note. This thing is probably the size of a Post-it note. Probably a little bigger than that. Global manual adjustment. Hello screen auto assist. Okay. Ultralight and thin. Minuscule marble. Shorter than a smartphone. Tiny size, big cooling power. Eco-friendly and energy-efficient projector. That's a lot easier to say than effortlessly. I don't know how I said it so easy right now. That's what comes in the box right there. The projector, a user guide, a warranty card, a Type-C to Type-C 3.0 cable, metal screw and stand, magnetic mounting plate, lightning Apple adapter. Okay, it comes with a lightning adapter. USB-C 2.0 cable and a charging head. There's the specs right there. And you know what? Let's just get into this thing. All right, just in time to be serenaded by the ice cream truck. That was short-lived. Usually he stays there for like 30 minutes. Man, this thing is on tight. There we go. And there it is. That is about the size of a Post-it note. Wow, that thing is tiny. Look at that. I can't get over how tiny this thing is. It's literally like 2 inches. Has some ventilation at the top. I believe there's a built-in fan. And on the side, 2 USB-C ports. And here's where it emits the light. What does that say? Do not shine into eyes. All right, 8849. We still have the film on it. Let's compare this thing to a couple retro handhelds I have on the table just for scale. Here's the RG Nano by Ambernick. Here's the Miu Mini. As you can see, this thing is super tiny. Here's my hands right here, so you guys can see. It's tiny. Let's see what else is in the box. Here's the manual, user guide. And that's it for the English. Looks like we have a little magnetic ring in here. And the stand. Oh my god, this thing is so tiny. That thing, it looks a lot bigger in the ad. It has a lot of friction to it. Nice. I like it. Nice friction, nice magnetic grip. Yeah, it's staying on there good. Yeah, it feels really nice. It feels really premium. All right, what else is in here? Looks like a USB-C cable. Man, I ruined that bag. Whoop. All right, USB-C to C. You could tell that's a nice cable right there too, because there's no seam on the metal right there. Really short cable, probably like maybe a foot long. And I think that's it. Nothing else in the box. All right, so we are gonna wait till the evening to test this thing out. I will wait till then to pull the protective film off of it. So you can use this stand and angle it directly up without a problem. All right, we are gonna test this out in a couple hours, a couple seconds for you guys. I'm just gonna open this thing up here before we go set it up at the other table. All right. Try to avoid putting our fingers on that spot right there. Let's go set this thing up. All right, we don't have the cleanest setup here today, but this is what I'm working with. I have my power bank over here. I have my iPhone right here. I'm afraid to pick it up because this thing is so lightweight. I'm using a longer cable than the one it came with, but we're gonna try a little Delta emulation on the iPhone, little Game Boy Advance. And I'm using my modded Pro controller with clicky buttons, and I'm mounting it on top of the MobilePad Hubin 2 controller that I still need to unbox and review. We'll be doing that soon. All right, let's try this thing out. I think I'm gonna aim it a little bit straighter. Yeah, there we go, right there. The fan is pretty loud, so you're gonna have to either use Bluetooth speakers or just the speakers on your phone to overpower the sound of the fan. Let's start the phone up. All right, so we have Apotris on here. Let's see if it picks it up. There it is. I'm gonna turn the light off. And that's super cool. Let me turn this little light off over here too. So the keystone correction doesn't look like it's working perfectly. I think there might be something I'm not aware of yet, but I'm just gonna test this thing out today and we're gonna see how it works. I'll try projecting it on the ceiling too. Where's my audio? All right, now we have audio. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you guys. I don't know, that's actually pretty impressive for such a tiny little device.
Ready. Go.
Wow. Like I said, this is a first for me. Never used a projector before. I'm not a big fan of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller for playing Tetris because I don't really like the D-pad on it. But it's working. And we get our Tetris. We're gonna get a Tetris here. I feel it. There it is. Nice. Look how vivid that looks. I'm actually impressed. Oh. Back-to-back quad. This is fun. I'm looking forward to trying this in situations where you would never think to game. Alright, let's try some YouTube. Let's check out my channel. Here's my most recent video. there it is. I'm not sure. Let's go into the menu. What do we have? We have Emulator, of course. So Emulator 4.7. So that looks pretty good. I was hoping it was going to be ArcOS. I thought in the listing it
Don't look at my
said
reflection.
ArcOS, but maybe I'm tripping. LED settings.
So yeah,
so
this is super cool.
Adjust the LEDs right here. So we have scrolling.
Let's set it up on the ceiling and take a look at that. See what it looks like. Looking straight up like you're laying in bed. You might be able to play games and just fall asleep while playing. Alright, that's crazy. We're gonna be playing Mario Kart on my kitchen ceiling. That's crazy. Alright, I'm sitting on the floor in the kitchen. I'll adjust this a little bit. Wow. Ooh, I'm getting dizzy up here. I can't see straight. I'm gonna take a little acclimation. Holy crap, this is trippy. I cannot control myself here. It's weird looking straight up. Yeah, I can't seem to make these turns right. Stop trying to drift. I think I could catch it. I'm gonna lay down on my back instead of leaning back with my neck up. Alright, I'm literally on my back on the kitchen floor. I don't think this controller is the best controller for N64. This controller I'm using has modded thumbsticks that are metal, magnetic thumbsticks. Whoa! I feel like I'm driving drunk. Whew. Yeah, I am not going to do good like this. This is going to take some acclimation, I think. Maybe using a better controller will help. You can hear the clank of my... Wow, I don't know how I avoided that. You can hear the clank of the thumbsticks on this controller. There we go. Third time's the charm. Man, should have saved that shot. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Got you. Alright, I'm happy with second. Alright, my friends, that's it for this video. I'm still laying on the floor here in the kitchen. I think I'm going to try setting this up above my bed and play a little bit more Apotris tonight. If you guys are interested in this, I'll have a link in the description down below. If not, no worries at all. It's just another fun video. Do me a favor, drop me a like if you guys don't mind. I got another video planned for this week, so stay tuned. Alright, my friends, thanks so much for watching. Peace.